Hey everyone, it's Ryan here. This is probably gonna be maybe a new series I'm gonna try and do. I call it series. So the first weekend of Premier League results have just gone. I mean, it's currently Tuesday at the moment. I'm losing track of days. Um, so they played obviously Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I don't think there was Friday, was it? No, it was Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Um, anyway, um, there was only 6 games because a few games have been postponed. So I'm going to go over the results and like what I thought of the matches. Um, I might go over some like my fantasy football stuff if we try and remember it. It's on the phone and I'm using the phone to record this video now, so I won't be able to check it. So first off, the very first match was Liverpool against Leeds. It ended 4-3. It was a very entertaining match. Um, I don't like based on Liverpool's performance, I feel like they got a bit lucky with it. I think if I remember correctly, Salah scored 2 penalties. There was a goal that was disallowed for offside or something, and even during that, Trent Alexander-Arnold headed the ball into his own net, so he was lucky it was disallowed. But again, they let 3 goals in against Leeds, and the defense wasn't that great. So I think they're struggling a bit. Like it doesn't look like. I know it's only been 1 game, but like I said, based on um, how they ended last season and what's going on now, I don't see them retaining the title. Um, because, like I said, if they're just again, they scored a very late goal, which I think was a penalty, if I remember correctly. It was like an 88th minute penalty, which it happened quite a lot last season. To be honest, there was a lot of last minute victories for Liverpool. There was a lot of situations where they went behind and then they managed to um, basically get it back at the end. Um, so yeah, we'll see how they do next week. I think they've got Chelsea next, if I remember correctly. The next match was West Ham versus Newcastle. I actually had a lot of fun watching this match. It was very like it wasn't one sided at all. Like both teams were going for the win, which obviously is kind of regular for most teams. But it wasn't like it took 5 minutes for a team to get from one place to actually get a shot off. There was a lot of shots on target. Like I said, both teams were very attack focused. Like they were trying to get forward and get a goal. They knew there was something there. Um, Newcastle ended up winning 2-0. Both the new signings, Callum Wilson and Jeff Hendrick, scored. It was a bonus for me because I captained Callum Wilson for that day. Like on the Sky Sports one. So on the Sky Sports Fantasy Football app, you can make captains for each game day, whereas the Fantasy Premier League app, it's just the one for the weekend. And I think, if I remember correctly, I captained Vardy for that one. Um, so, but yeah, like I said, it was a really good match, good showing for um, Callum Wilson, Jeff Hendrick. I don't think Ryan Fraser came on. Then on to Sunday, West Brom versus Leicester. Leicester ended up winning 3-0. Vardy got 2 penalties, which was a bonus for me because I captained him that day in both apps, so there's a lot of points for me. What's his name? Castagna, I think his name is. The new right back for Leicester. I think I don't know what's going to happen once Pereira comes back. Maybe they'll switch him to left back or something. I'm not sure. But he managed to get a goal as well, which is good. Um, Very good performance by Leicester. Then the following match, Tottenham versus Everton. It was a bit weird. It was only 1-0. Richarlison missed a sitter, which was a bit unlike him, but I guess sometimes happens. Tottenham were very lackluster in that game. But yeah, like I said, it was a bit weird that Everton only got the 1 goal, but I think Tottenham. There was some interesting stat about it where it was like literally everything. They were like the lowest, so like I think Everton outperformed them in every single section. Um, and then on to Monday's football. Um, is it Monday? What day are we on today? Tuesday. Yeah, Monday's football. Yeah, sorry, I'm losing track of days. So Sheffield United versus Wolves. Wolves immediately in literally 6 minutes scored twice. It was kind of a shame they were the only goals, but again, Wolves were very much on the attack. I think Sheffield United had a couple of moments. but they're not the same team they were last season. Like the end of last season, they were sort of struggling a bit. Like I was kind of hoping they would have done like what Wolves did when they came up, like they'd finish about 6th or 7th. I think they ended up finishing like 9th in the end. But yeah, good start for Wolves. Jimenez has been doing really well again. And then Brighton versus Chelsea. A couple of good goals in this one. Again, there was a penalty in there, which Jorginho scored. Werner had a good impression. Havertz, I think, was alright. But yeah, Brighton got a really good equaliser. Kepa sort of showing that he's not worth the 70 million they paid for him. I think Chelsea will need to get a new goalkeeper. I saw this stat. It was Kepa has conceded 9 of the last 13 shots at him. So, like I said, for someone that's 70 million, that's not a good stat. So, probably needs replacing. I'm kind of hoping with Man U, De Gea gets replaced by Henderson. He probably won't because De Gea's world class. I think personally his prime was a few years ago. You look at last season, just how often he made mistakes. I think with Henderson, how well he did at Sheffield United, they should give him a chance at Manchester United. They might do for cup games, but I do hope he gets some Premier League games in there as well. Reece James quickly responded after the Brighton goal with a really good goal of his own. And then Zuma scored a deflection, so it ended up being 3-1. A good start for Chelsea. I'll tell you what I missed. Friday. The very first game. That's why I couldn't think of anything. Arsenal versus... for some reason, it's not on here, and I don't know why. Arsenal versus Fulham. I completely missed. 2 matches, actually. Arsenal, Fulham, and Crystal Palace, Southampton. For some reason, Friday's fixtures just didn't show up on what I'm looking at. I basically just did a Google search of the week 1 results, and for some reason they didn't bother putting it on. So back to Friday, going back in time. Arsenal were against the newly promoted Fulham. So unfortunately, all the new teams that have come up have all lost, but Leeds had a much stronger showing. Arsenal beat Fulham 3-0. I think Fulham maybe got 1 or 2 chances in, but it definitely was Arsenal's game. Willian definitely showing he's a good signing. I think he got 3 assists that game, if I remember correctly. And then Crystal Palace and Southampton. I was kind of hoping Southampton would do a bit better, but Crystal Palace, I think, ended up winning just the 1-0. Just 1-0. I think it was Zaha that scored, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's I'm hoping Southampton get recover after this game, because Southampton did very well to recover considering they did lose 9-0 to Leicester last season. But like I said, it's only been 1 week. We've still got Aston Villa, Burnley, Man City, Man United, Leeds United. We've just 4 teams actually. Aston Villa and Manchester United. I think it's Burnley, Manchester City. It might be the other way around. Let's have a look. I think those ones have been postponed. So Burnley, Man United was postponed, and Man City, Villa was postponed. So whether they come in, I don't know. It's been a very good first week. It's nice to see that there's at least been a goal or a few in the matches. Let's hope it carries on to next week. Like I said, I think it's been a pretty good weekend of football. It's nice to see the Premier League back. I'm very excited to see what happens week 2. I think when we finally get every team playing, it'd be nice to see how the Manchester teams do, how Aston Villa do. Like I said, I don't think Aston Villa are going to do very well. I think they're still looking to sign players. Arsenal, with Aubameyang's just signed a new contract, so he's staying for another season. Burnley, I think they're worrying about Tarkowski being sold because I think a few teams are after him. I think they're looking for a replacement, but I think they've still got a very solid team. We'll see how it goes. But that's pretty much a recap of the first weekend of Premier League football. Like I said, 4 teams have a game in hand. When they play them, I don't know. But that's pretty much been my quick recap of the Premier League. I'll see about doing this next week. So what I'm going to do is I'll wait until from Friday to Monday or Friday to Tuesday, whenever they do it. Whenever the game week is over, then I'll do a video like this if I remember to. I'm going to try and make it a bit more of a regular thing, like something to actually try and do. And then it also depends on if I'm working or not. I'll try and do it when I've got some free time. But thank you very much for watching this video. Do let me know if you want me to keep doing these. I'm probably going to regardless anyway. But let me know who you think is going to win the Premier League, what you thought of the results of this weekend, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one.